Joe Rogan. When CNN aired footage of Joe Rogan, he looked gray and sickly.
Yeah.
And when they talked about how he was prescribed ivermectin, they put a little horse symbol on the screen as they described what it was. These are not honest actors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my thought, or I could be misremembering, but I thought that CNN had said that they were going to try to move away from this kind of stuff.
You can't stop one producer. But
Fair enough. Okay.
you know what this does? The question then becomes, why? Why do it?
Did you see Joe Rogan's interaction with the CNN journalist that came on his show?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, I mean, he was aggressively
was,
like, why are you okay with this? Why are
Sanjay
you okay
Gupta.
with these deceptive practices? I mean, he really went for it.
The question of for this story is, why would they make Trump look orange? When you watch Family Guy and Family Guy satirizes Trump, they made him look bright orange. When you watch SNL, when you watch these parodies on the left, they always make Trump look as orange as they can. They're trying to add grains of sand to the heap that Trump is a clown. He's an unserious person. He's laughable and crazy. But when you watch Trump in reality on Fox News, he does not look that orange. This is not the first time we've seen stories. There have been numerous photos that have been published in the press, written, where they have a photo attached to it, where Trump has been saturated to look orange. What happens then is a liberal says, he's disgusting. Why does he do this? Why do we have an orange clown for our president? But people who have been to Trump's rallies are like, what are you talking about? So I was asked, how do you know it's not Fox News making Trump look better? And I said, because I've met Trump in person and he's not orange.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough.
I'll be honest, the skeptic or the cynic in me feels like this kind of stuff is just dropped into the newsfeed intentionally to keep us from paying attention to real issues and to keep us arguing about stuff that is super irrelevant.
Maybe. I don't believe that CNN called up Fox News and said, hey, we're going to.
Yeah, no. I get it.
But it's possible that, CNN was like, we'll get clicks, we'll get a lot of attention from this.
That I think is more likely.
I mean, that honestly, I would say that might be a motivation. Otherwise, I mean, just to discredit him, they have, sure, they have an army of people that get on there and say Orange Man bad every night, and they have for the past 10 years or whatever. So I find it uncompelling or redundant, I guess.
I suppose they're trying to create a perception of Trump among the left, and they've succeeded in doing it.
You think they're just trying to feed their red meat to their base?
No, I think they're trying to make sure the bureaucratic state, the administrative state, wants to make sure that people can't be exposed to reality. Like, how is it that Daniel Negreanu, famous poker player, came on the show and he told us a great story. The very fine people hoax. Mm-hmm. Trump said Nazis were very fine people. He said, I saw the video of it. And his buddy, another poker pro, was like, no, watch this video. And he goes, I've already seen the video. He goes, no, watch this one. So what happens is when you see CNN show you the video, the next time someone comes to you and says, have you seen the video? Your response is yes.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
I've seen it. And then the conservative is like, so then he didn't say that. I'm like, what do you mean? I've seen it. He did say it. And it creates this confusion. For Negreanu, he said, the dude slid him his phone. He said, okay, fine, I'll watch. And then he saw the full video.
Yeah.
It's like what Michael Malice was talking about the other day, where he said there was, I can't remember who the guy was, but he made a comment about slavery. And he had said something about, I'm not going to actually say the quote, but the quote was, he said, slavery wasn't bad because of this, it was bad because of that. And then what, I think it was the New York Times he mentioned?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he said they took only his quote where he said slavery wasn't bad because of this.
Oh.
And so they cut out what he actually said to make it sound like he was pro-slavery. This is what the corporate press does all the time. And if somebody read that quote and their friend went to him and said, do you see what so-and-so said? I'm like, I read it in the Times. I know exactly what he said. They'll go, really? And you're mad at him for it? They're like, yes. This is what they're doing with Trump when they edit his image or when they lie about what he says. They're making it difficult for those of us in anti-establishment media, those who support Trump, to actually get the truth to people. So I'll say this. To the people who are like, I just can't convince my liberal aunt, like no matter what, it's because in her mind, she already saw the video. There's a 10-second video where Trump says they were very fine people on both sides. And that's all she saw. And then you have the 30-second video where he says, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis or the white nationalists. They should be condemned totally. But every time you say, Aunt Ruth, watch the video, she goes, I've already seen it. I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, the fact that God, that the Very Fine People hoax is still alive and well, and it's actually kind of remarkable that it has that kind of stand.
Biden ran on it.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Biden ran on, and I mean, there's Kamala Harris was saying, "Oh, hey, he said there were very fine people." Barack Obama said the same thing, and this was in the campaign just this past fall. You know, like they were still making those remarks.
Well, that was actually, I believe Negrano mentioned that as well. That once he actually figured out that the video he had seen was fake or was out of context and he watched the full video, then he ends up seeing Obama lie.
Yep.
And he's like, wait a minute.
Again, I referenced
He knows.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.